Alright guys, so we saw our first real big look after E3 where they had the huge treehouse demo and everything. This is our first other look at Breath of the Wild, and they showed us some things in this trailer, in this gameplay trailer, that were interesting. They were a little different. For one, we saw someone other than Link. We saw essentially a village. We saw villagers, people walking around. It was very cool. And then we did see a very large bird flying, and in the distance, at the treehouse demo, one of the original ones, we did see this bird flying. It was very far off the different distance when Link is hand gliding down, and it's very interesting. I think this bird that we see flying around is going to be a very important part of Breath of the Wild, whether that be an enemy or an ally. They're very tight-lipped on the plot right now and what's happening, even where in the timeline this is. So it's very fun to speculate what we're seeing. But of course, we're all talking about it. Everyone started blowing up on Twitter about it. Yes, it looks like we did get a glimpse of Zelda, not a face glimpse or anything, but from the side you can see her hand with the Triforce kind of triangle on it, like the royal crest and everything, the long hair. Yes, that looked to be Zelda. Link was even kind of sitting down next to her, almost looking a little defeated, I'm not sure, but Zelda's standing there, and yes, so we do know a form of Zelda is in the game and knows Link in this case, because remember in like Ocarina of Time, Link and Zelda didn't know each other in that instance, because remember the Hero of Time essentially reincarnated, and Zelda and Link basically meet up in most of those games. So it looks like either they already know each other or they meet each other again at some point. So that was really cool. And then if we move on to this treehouse thing that they did, where they did gameplay, you know, other than that one guy who doesn't seem to know what the hell he's doing, he's dying, he's stopping our friend here that's trying to show us stuff from going any further because, oh, there's something glowing over there that might be awesome, as he's describing. And of course, Bill, party pooper Bill, doesn't want to do anything. He's like, oh no, we'll let him wait. We got to keep some things a surprise. Man, we just sat there and watched you play Zelda Breath of the Wild like an idiot. You don't know how to play, you die, and then of course you stop us from seeing anything really cool. I don't like Bill. But we did see that weapons appear to be degradable, so either we need to get them repaired, or they're just going to break all the time. Maybe we get to a point where we get like tiered weapons, where there are weapons that are stronger, depending on rarity, and they don't break. Like maybe we get the Master Sword, and then it just doesn't break because it's the Master Sword. And maybe you get like a tempered Master Sword, maybe you get a sword above the Master Sword. But I'm sure there'll be low-level weapons that will break, whether it be a stick, or a rusty sword, or dagger, and I'm sure we have a number that degrades down and eventually it just breaks, like we saw in the video. They were using it, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's broken, you cannot use it anymore, and they just dropped it. It kind of beckons back to this survival Zelda-style game, where we have to do things like get food and craft items and essentially explore to find ways to live in this world, and it's very cool. It's a different take on Zelda, and I like different in this case. It's very neat to have to explore to survive rather than just explore to explore. So yeah, guys, I think they're just having a lot of fun teasing us at this point. They're showing us gameplay of stuff that we kind of already know, and then they throw that one thing in there to kind of mess with us, you know, the weapon degradation, the weird glowing thing in the distance, shots of Zelda that we can't see because the camera won't pan up for whatever reason. And you know what, I kind of like the mystery that they're keeping here, because I assume January we'll get more Breath of the Wild until finally we actually get to play the thing. I don't know. I would tell you though, every trailer I see where they give us a little more, I get really excited. I'm like, man, I want to play this. And then I start to realize, guys, the things we're seeing, the gameplay, the trailers, none of them seem to be on the Switch. And that's interesting. I know they don't want to show the system yet, but they made a point to show them sitting there with the Wii U tablet. And they also showed us that the Wii U tablet can be used for things like inventory and map and everything. We won't have that second screen on the Switch, keep that in mind. Unless there's something we're missing, unless there is a way to use a second screen, whether it be from connecting maybe another tablet, maybe a phone, I don't know. It's just something you could think about here. But it's interesting that they are making a point to not put it on a Switch. We already know what the system looks like, so it's not like they're giving that away. We already have an idea of how it's supposed to act. In fact, they could take the Switch, put it out of frame, and use a Pro Controller, and then we have to speculate, wait, are they using Wii U Pro Controller, or are they using a Switch Pro Controller? But they make the point to use a tablet controller from the Wii U rather than do that. So I just don't think they want us to speculate on if it is the Switch version. I do think the Switch version will look and run better, and they don't want to show that yet. I think we want to save that for January. I think they want to save it and come out and say, it's 1080p 60 frames on the Switch, by the way. So yeah, you know, just walk off stage and we're just freaking out. But good trailer. I enjoyed the gameplay, however crappy it was, because at least we got to see something new. And I'm really looking forward to January now, because I need to see this game, and then I need to buy it, and then I need to play it. So hurry up, Nintendo. You know, get us this game. Show us some more stuff for it, please. And but guys, I was really excited to see it. It was a lot of fun tonight with the Game Awards. I hope you guys had fun, and I will see you next time.